incredible satisfaction out of having this ASMR channel and like creating this weird space where I can just like be a denizen for other people who have this like genetic trait or whatever it is that we have that creates that like experience of relaxation from hearing people whisper and ramble. And yeah, when I think about Chris Gordon says, when you sense yourself being emotionally tired, what's your go-to tool? Chris, you are exactly my kind of audience member. First of all, before I answer this, does everyone, can you comment if you're like hearing me clearly, if the sound quality is okay, if there are things that I should change to make this more comforting? But Chris, to your question, what is my go-to when I am feeling emotionally tired? I put my hand on my heart, I ground, and I like sort of drop the rock, like whatever heavy thing I am carrying that says that I should be different from whatever thing I am doing in that moment. I allow myself to put that frame down of like the thing that says that anything other than this way, this mood, this feeling is what should be. And I just say, oh, okay, I'm sad. Okay, I'm sad. Okay, I'm scared. Yeah, that really makes sense. Last night I was awake in the middle of the night, big surprise, huge surprise. And I felt this kind of like terror. And I don't even know that it was about what happened yesterday. Like, I think it was about what happened yesterday, but it was about like, it was kind of hiding behind the mask of other things. And so I just found where those sensations were in my body. And I found that like this terror, this judgment, this like intense discomfort was right here on my chest, like right above the right side of where my heart space is. And I let it lie there like a baby on my chest. So I was me, and I was having this feeling, but I was also like comforting it as though it was a newborn on my chest, so I didn't like blend with that feeling. So that gave me some like agency around it, if that makes sense. Okay, do I carry Q-tips on me? No, I do not. I should. Hi, are you okay? We're always going to be here with you. That's so sweet. Am I adult? I am an adult. This is not an adult channel, if that's what you're asking. Shiveen. Sonic and Friends blush. That's a funny question. Hi, Justin. Happy Wednesday. I truly do hope you are having a happy Wednesday. That is your birthright. I am very kind. Thank you, Sonic and Friends blush. Charlotte says, I'm so grateful for your ASMR videos. They help my anxiety so much. Charlotte, you are why I do them. And I am why I do them, because I really understand what this is, and I really need it, and I really need Julia and the other people I know who do it, who like are safe, are gonna like talk about themes and topics and characters and whatever that I find safe when like I need to go the fuck to sleep. Wait, hold on. Someone says, what are you doing to feel better today? The world seems so heavy. Hi, Bailey. Well, what am I doing to feel better? I went to therapy. I connected with loved ones. I connected with the part of myself that felt rage and terror. I actually got some unbelievable advice questions that I answered that are gonna like populate my feed for the next couple of weeks. All I can say is buckle up, it's great. I'm really proud of the content that's coming. You can send your advice questions to asmrwithgenevieve@gmail.com. Okay. Separating your feelings from who you are is so good. You articulate so well. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate that. I always think it's funny that like I signed up for a career where my job is to say other people's words because I'm so passionate about talking. Why would I do the one thing where I say things that other people told me to say? Thank you. God will always be here with you, Sonic. I totally agree. What is bringing me joy lately? I love dancing so much. I've been doing like totally unsupervised, unstructured, like put on music and just like there are no rules. Friggin' move my body around. Like don't care what it looks like to the outside world. Like not performing for anyone, not pleasing anyone, just allowing like what is inside me and organic and true to like feel through and move and release. I've been doing a lot of that. Sonic and Friends, he loves you. Sonic and Friends, my God's not a dude. My God's like not a dude or a female. My God is like just the infinite wisdom of the universe. But I'm so psyched that your dude God loves me. That's great news. Is that my natural hair color? Yes. I've never dyed my hair, and apparently I've also never brushed my hair. So nice to catch me live. Thank you, Air John Pro. This is my first time ever doing a live, so I'm so glad you could be here. AG Photography, hi. Garden Gnome, thank you. Jasmine, so glad you got this too. Air John, you're welcome. I really, really am happy doing this. Justin says, I watched your show, New Amsterdam, on NBC, and it was super amazing. Thanks, Justin. I had such a good time making that show. Everyone on it was so great. And it shoots in Greenpoint in Brooklyn, which is like a wonderful neighborhood. And loved the writers. And it was just a great gig. Loved that character. She's a total ASMR freak, don't you think? Guys, I hope this sound quality is okay. Sonic, my voice, Jasmine, a cute little dolphin. Chris, your questions are nailing it. I'm so grateful for these questions. What are you proud of in your career so far, and what's a goal I hope to reach? I think the thing that I'm most proud of is two things. Okay, so the cat, like that I had an incredible time playing Maggie in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof by Tennessee Williams. I played that part, Maggie the cat, in Chicago many years ago, and I really felt deep connection and pride in that character. I felt really proud of the character I created for the TV show The After Party on Apple TV, because she was something that I made up. Like, I got the audition, and they had described this character, Indigo, as being something totally different, and I was like, I don't know how to do that thing that they want, so if I try to do that, I'm gonna do a bad job. I'm gonna just do what I think is funny, and I like made this character up and was like, listen, I can't get the job the way that they've created it, so it's this or it's not this. was so happy in my life. Like, the conditions of creating a TV show are challenging. You have to often, like, leave your loved ones, on a dime, like, work really, really, I mean, look, it's not coal mining, but it's intense. Like, I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I'm on set until 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm an insomniac already. The days can be like 14 hours long. They can be really rewarding, or they can be really boring. And it's, again, like, I'm very fortunate to have this career, but like, once you get past the gratitude of it all, like, it can be really hard. And the fact that, like, in the midst of all of those circumstances, I was still able to, like, be so happy because of the work that I've done to, like, be present, be connected. Like, I had called in just incredible cast members and crew members. Like, I felt proud of that quality of life. So, okay, that was a very long answer. You guys, I have this thing in my closet. I don't know what it is. It sounds like the world's smallest tuba, and it goes off all night, every night. My fellow insomniacs understand. What are some of your favorite NYC restaurants? I love this question, Bailey. My favorite restaurant in New York City right now is this little restaurant that I went to with Skylar Fisk and her lover Colin Gilliland and my lover David Corins on a date night. It's called Rosella, and it's a sustainable sushi spot. You guys, if you can hear that, I'm so sorry. It's a sustainable sushi spot in the East Village, and it's so gorgeous and delicious, and like, it's like tiny, tiny, tiny. There's no seats. It's an impossible reservation, but it's so worth it. And then I really love, I had a really good time at Din Tai Fung the other night, the Chinese food place in, like, Times Square. Super fun. I love classic places like Balthazar and where else? I don't know. That's a start. Okay, how long do you make this live? I don't know, till I get bored. What's my favorite song? What is my favorite song? Literally all Christmas carols. But namely the John Legend Christmas album, especially the track By Christmas Eve. It's my favorite song. Big swing. How do you keep your tree in the background so healthy? Seepaw asks. I am not responsible for the plant health in my house. That is someone else's job, and that is how. Justin says, I also smiled on the series finale and danced to it. How do you feel about the last episode? Justin, I'm not sure which show you're talking about. LRPVG says, when will the Chicken Sisters be available in the UK? I would love to watch. I don't know, but can you find someone who's, like, really technically savvy and get it illegally? I didn't say that. Dr. Sarcasm says shalom. Shalom, Dr. Sarcasm. Chris Gordon. If acting wasn't what you were doing, what type of work would you want to be in? Therapy. That's what I do on the side hustle. Dr. Sarcasm says best place to get pizza in NYC. People love Prince Street pizza. Like, they line up around the friggin' block. But I'll tell you what, this is, like, not a cool answer, but it is my true answer. The Sicilian slice at Artichoke Pizza. It's, like, at this point such a basic bitch thing to say, but I just really love it. Maybe I'm basic. Best Jewish deli. I mean, I think Cantor's. But, I know was my favorite memory of shooting Backstrom. I mean, just like, gosh, that was my first series regular role. Wait, you guys, you have to tell me in the comments if the sound is a problem because I have no idea. But Rain was like, you know, it's a nice counterpoint because that was the first time I ever worked, and the first and the last time I worked in Vancouver. And then we shot the Chicken Sisters in Vancouver, and I hadn't been back there in like so many years, and so it was kind of an amazing like reference point for like just my tension and clear my false beliefs and clear like all of the stuck stuff from my childhood that is getting in the way of my being the full artist I could be. You can also go to that training program so that you can be better at that. Guys, leave me more feedback if this is like good ASMR quality. Okay, Neutral Oat Milk Hotel. That is the funniest handle I have ever heard. Feeling sad today and this cheered me up. I am so glad because you have such good taste in music. Oat milk though, where do we stand on that? I'm really such a dairy bitch. I'm more of a like cashew nut milk person, but oat milk slaps. I just don't like, is it good for you? I don't know, live your truth. Chris Gordon, what's the most profound or helpful thing you were taught at NYU? The most profound thing I was taught at NYU was from the actor David Costable. He was on the TV show Breaking Bad and Billions, and if you look him up, he's like just great. He works all the time, and he's an unbelievable stage actor and a brilliant clown. And in a clowning class that he taught, because he's an alum of my program, he taught us that no matter what, no matter how prepared, how good, bad, or whatever you are, you have to enter every time you walk on stage or like walk, into an audition room or start shooting a scene. You must assume your brilliance. Like, whatever I'm about to do, if I'm about to make the biggest mess of acting I've ever made, I'm about to do that mess in the most brilliant way that a mess has ever been made before. And there's something about assuming one's brilliance before they do anything. Like, God, this is about to be so brilliantly bad that like has been the most bullying and kind of infectious and magnetic quality. And I learned that at NYU. LRBVG, I love your name. Does it have any meaning behind it? No, it has no meaning behind it. My name just is Genevieve Angelson. Imani Spitz, I missed you in the last season of New Amsterdam. I really loved your character. What did you like about playing Mia Castries? I just freaking loved being a weirdo crystal witch. She was just dope. Chris Gordon, can you explain what somatic healing is? I'm not familiar. Yes, okay. I think I probably should and will do an entire video that's like just sort of devoted to talking about somatic therapy as opposed to talk therapy. Talk therapy, we know, is when you sit on a couch with a therapist and you talk about your problems and they offer you solutions. Somatic therapy is when it's sort of based on the notion, the premise, that this body, this like pile of flesh, like wait, did I just freeze? Oh no, guys, am I frozen? Help. Hold on, I might be frozen. Oh no. Are we coming through here, guys? Hold on a second. No visual. I know, I'm so sorry. What's happening? We just had a little problem. Screen's gone black for me. Am I back? Let me know if you guys can see me. I think my Wi-Fi is like a little messed up. I was in the middle of explaining somatic therapy. Okay, back. Hi. Okay, great. Sorry. This might be a little choppy because I had to go off of Wi-Fi because my Wi-Fi is a GD nightmare. Anyway, somatic therapy charges and in the form of sensation that can manifest in disease, and in the form of emotion that can manifest in whole personalities, lots of belief systems, distortion, just like false projection, stuff like that. So somatic therapy is unlike sitting around and talking at the frequency of just like what's spoken, right? What's cognitive and thought. You go down feelings that are stuck in the denser tissue of your body, and you get to sort of like piece away and peel away at the rate of safety stuff that's stuck in there, that's distorting your present day reality and getting in your way, so you can be like a clearer energy stream of love, really, which is like what we all are before we have little d trauma. I don't know if I did a very good job of explaining that, but it really changes from person to person what kinds of work we would do. If you want to talk more about working with me, you can go to asmrwithgenevieve@gmail.com and inquire there, or send advice questions for me to answer in future ASMR videos. Subscribe to my channel. Okay, Nina wants to know, was there a movie, TV show, play that made you realize you wanted to go into acting? No. I mean, I'm certainly like an enormous fan of movies, TV shows, and plays, but I didn't ever, I don't know, I had like a desire, just a desire in my gut, and like a protective voice that was like, you're not good enough, you can't do that. And then I think I was like, you know what, if I don't try, I will be the only thing that stood in my way. That's when I was 22. Okay, should I try to go back on Wi-Fi? Are you guys getting me clearly? Pardon me, it's like I want to be able to drink water so I don't have dry mouth, but it's also making me burp. Matthew Frank says, hey there, Genevieve, how are you doing today? Pretty effing awful, Matthew. Pretty much sucks to be an American today. Dr. Sarcasm, this is so soothing. Thank you. Gardenome, tu es jolie. Merci beaucoup. Gardenome, no visual. Okay, this is when my screen went black. Whoa, is this recorded? Nah, why not record it? Justin. Last April was my 36th birthday on a solar eclipse event, and I just turned 36. Great. 36. It's almost as good as things get when you turn 37. How was your birthday, Genevieve? Did you watch the eclipse too? Which one? I've never watched an eclipse. I think that's bad for you. Okay, guys, we're at 34 minutes. Do you have any other questions for me? So wonderful that you're all here. What is everyone doing to take care of themselves today? Genevieve, what's your opinion on Philly cheesesteaks? You know, I'm not the right audience for that, because the truth is, I don't eat gluten. I know it's not cool to say that, but I don't. Julia, ASMRX babe, loves a Philly cheesesteak, and in fact, her most recent video on her Patreon, I think it was of her eating a Philly cheesesteak, and it sounded so good. I was like, might be time for me to start eating some Philly cheesesteaks. How to make it through winter. Raya Woods wants to know how to make it through winter. Listen, you might never need to make it through winter because it's so dang warm outside. I don't know where you're tuning in from, but I'm in New York City, and it was 75 degrees today on November, what is it, the 6th, 7th? Good God. Do I like parades in New York City? Depends on the parade. I love that people feel imagine myself living somewhere else apart from New York City? Yes, absolutely. I'm an Angelino. I'm an LA girl. I moved to New York for love, and that's it. I don't want to be here. I'm just kidding. No, I'm actually born a New Yorker, grew up in New York City, and moved to Los Angeles for work. And that's where I really felt and found my true self and my core group of friends. And yeah, I still have a place there. I love LA so much. Other places I think I could live happily would be London, which is actually where I lived until I was 10 years old. Other places I could live, I don't know. You know, I think New York and LA will always feel like home, but I could live anywhere, pretty much. Maybe not. Okay, I couldn't live anywhere where it was never summer. Like, Vancouver was tough for me because it didn't get warm until friggin' when did it get warm while we were shooting up there? Honestly, like, not until like mid-July did it start getting warm in Vancouver, and that was a no for me. Imani, thank you for making my night better. It is already night here in Europe and couldn't sleep. I think I can now. Thank you for your positive and calm energy. Imani, you are so understood by me. Truly, I think I take the prize as the worst insomniac in the world. So I'm really glad that I could be here with you. Truly. I hope that one of your triggers is personal attention, because you deserve rest and relaxation. Justin just watched Law & Order SVU, and you did a wonderful job on the episode called Hell's Kitchen as a Waitress. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Yeah, Law & Order is like, it's such a gift for New York theater actors. Like, if you're a New York actor, you know, when you get to do TV jobs, it's great because so often your work is, I mean, if you're lucky, you work at all, period, but like so often your work is in the theater where it's really, really hard to make a living, even if you're working on Broadway. And so to do, you know, any of the shows that I've shot in New York, the New Amsterdam, the Law & Orders, the Blue Bloods, the Good Wife, what else shot here? I feel like those are the big ones. It's great. It's just like some nice, supportive cash. Cole wants Dr. Sarcasm to know that he's going to try a Philly cheesesteak tomorrow for the first time, and I think we can all agree that we are very happy for him about this. Am I happy the Dodgers won the World Series? Yes. Am I sad the Mets lost? Yes. Daisy, do I have any rituals, things I do to cheer myself up on difficult days? I need some inspo today. Daisy, hi. You are why I am here and why I am doing this. I'm so sorry for what is happening. My tools are breathwork. I basically create a really safe container in which I use the witness part of my consciousness, and I say, okay, I'm turning towards my feeling body, I'm turning towards that inner child, and I'm setting a safe container for her to just fully express. And I use like breath in order to kind of like loosen and irrigate my tissue and let what's kind of like numb or stuck or like contracted in there out. And I like cry big cries, and I scream big screams, and I like punch big punches and whatever. And then when those things have burst, I allow that energy to gently become the other stuff that is always there.